So the first operation we need to do is we have to switch off the internal memory protects so that we can overwrite them with the data from the cartridge. And in order to do that, and this is how I recommend we do all the edits on this keyboard, press the single key. That puts the keyboard back into a known mode. Okay, so it changes from wherever you were on the keyboard, it puts it back into a known mode. Then we press the edit key, and then we find key number 14, which is right over the other side of the keyboard over here, and we press key number 14. Let me focus back on the screen. There you go. That's it. Just like that. So as you can see, the screen has now changed. It's actually come to a screen that says initialize. That's not what I'm after. So I press the 14 key again, and as you now can see in another sub-menu of key 14, there is a screen that says Master Tune and Memory Protect. Okay, and at the moment it's flashing over here, which is the Master Tune. And in order to move that cursor along, we use the arrow keys, which are over here. So I'm going to use this key to move that cursor, like so. As you can see, the cursor's now moved, so it's on the internal voice. We don't really care about the cartridge at this point, so because we're restoring from cartridge, so we don't need to worry about that. And in order to change it from on to off, we use the data entry keys that are these two over here, and we're going to say we want to switch it off. And if I scroll back there, you can see that it is now off. Okay, that's it. Internal memory is now off. Okay, the next operation we need to do is we need to now tell the keyboard to load from cartridge. First thing we're going to do is put the cartridge in the cartridge slot, like so. Then again, I'm going to use the single key to put the keyboard into a known mode. We're going to press the edit key, and then we're going to find key number 15, which is right over the other end of the keyboard, which is this one here. And we press that, and it goes into a cartridge mode. Now, I'm lucky that mine has just loaded straight onto my cartridge load screen, but it could load onto any one of a number of sub-menus, and I can click on this key on the 15 key again, and as you can see there's a number of different menus here until I get back to the key, the one that says cartridge. So it's currently flashing with the cursor on load. I don't want to save. I don't want to save to the cartridge, I want to load from the cartridge. So using the arrow keys over here, I'm going to do that. That should now be flashing load, which it is, and I'm going to say yes, this is what I want to do. So I'm going to use the yes no portion of the data entry to say yes. Do I want to load without system? In this case I do. Am I sure I want to do this? Yes, I do. As you can see, it's now reloading, and as you can see, it's now complete. The final thing we need to do is we need to switch the memory protect back on, assuming you don't want to erase the or overwrite the voices. Again, we use the single key and the edit key, and as you can see, it's gone into a mode. And then using key number 14 over on the far side, like so. That now puts the keyboard into the right sub-menus for switching the internal memory back on. As you can see, mine has dropped straight back into the last execution under this sub-menu, which was to switch the internal memory off. So again, using those data entry keys over here, I'm now going to say I want to switch it on. And if we now look at the screen, you should see that now is saying on. And that is as difficult as it gets in terms of reloading from a data cartridge on the DX7.